Hello everyone, welcome to Nihonten Productions and to another Dead Meat reaction. Yes, the Dead Meat reactions are back. Like I said a few weeks ago, I wanted to finish the VHS franchise for the kill count, so that's what we're gonna do in the three next week, this week and the two next, since there's three kill counts that are left to do, so we're gonna finish this. And also, as you might have realized, I haven't really uploaded a lot of let's say recorded or VTubing content recently. Just came back from sickness, and I feel a lot better now, so I can record again, and I'll probably stream on Sunday. And see that, but the Sunday will probably already been passed by now, by the time this video will be uploaded, or should I say scheduled. So okay, sorry for this weird tangent as an intro, but I just wanted to update you guys on what's the situation right now. Also, I'll probably do more Grumps reactions, since they kind of got a good receptions, which I had the last video I recorded before I was forced into let's say a little yes, or whatever you want to call this. I realized they got a lot of traction and quite some views, so it seems like you like the Grumps reaction, so I will do more. That's basically what I have to say as an intro. So we're gonna start the Dead Meat reaction, since we're already for 37 minutes, I think, something like that. So we're in for a long ride, even though the two next one will be even longer, but okay, anyway, okay, let's start this. Go.
Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James A. Janice.
I'm Chelsea Rebecca.
And I'm Zoran Y2K Compliant Gavoyage.
And today we're looking at VHS 99, released in 2022. Following the smash success of VHS 94, a sequel was quickly put together. David Bruckner and Radio Silence returned to produce alongside series creator Brad Miska. They all guided a group of filmmakers entirely new to the franchise, some of whom had already made horror movies we've covered on the channel, while others would go on to create solid contributions to the genre. Their segments ranged from straight horror comedy to straight up disgusting, often pushing the franchise's already bizarro tone. Producer Josh Goldberg
interesting.
Complete lunacy. I think they succeeded. One reviewer likened the effect to watching a block of Adult Swim. The movie takes place a few years after the last one in 1999. The turn of the millennium was filled with Y2K anxiety, and VHS as a medium was on its way out. These segments vary in how 1999 they feel, but they've all got an unhinged energy that shows the series still has room to grow and explore, for better or worse. How many Y2 kills will be ushered in by this new murder millennium? Let's find out and get to them.
I guess I'll explain why also all the movies are set in 99 and before that, since, like you said, pretty much the death of VHS. So that makes sense that most of the movies are set in certain let's see, era of time, and yeah, cool. Okay.
The movie begins with a stop-motion military short. At first, it seems like something a child would make, but pretty quickly you realize how creative and well done it is. I mean, shit's got a rack focus. It's so good, I almost want to put these 4 soldiers on the count after they get crushed by a tank. But I'll stick to the rules for now, as the segment glitches away and channel surfs past the veggie masher from the last film. Wait a minute, what's going on here?
What's going on is that this one doesn't have a traditional wraparound, so your services are no longer needed.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm doing the first segment.
Get out of here.
Nope, pants stay on.
Boo! The first segment.
No, I'm with James on that. Keep your pants on, please.
Shredding focuses on rack, but not the usual racks this series loves to feature. Nope, as this MTV-esque intro reveals, Rack is a teen punk garage band. Its name an acronym of its 4 members: lead singer Rachel, drummer Anker, and guitarist Chris and Caleb. The party of 5 might...
Okay, the Ruby style naming.
This one has a web show called... Aw, Part 8? That's the one on the cruise ship, isn't it? Most of their content involves destroying jean jacket alert systems, acting like my kid when I'm in the bathroom, and generally shit-talking each other.
That's the closest you'll be to any pussy ever, dude.
Fuck up. I get pussy.
Well, certainly not getting it on camera like this Teenage Mutant Ninja Oro, get up in her half-shell, cunnilingus. They plan to break into an abandoned music venue called the Colony Underground. 3 years ago, it was headlined by an all-female punk band called Bitch Cat. They workshopped other names like Female Dog Cat, The Uppity Kittens, and I'm a Bitch, I'm a Lover, I'm a Child and a Mother, Cats.
Wait, that's the lyrics to a song, right? Gwen Stefani? I want to say something like that. I think.
But that name would have gotten me.
Wait, no, wait. What's it? No. I don't know. I don't remember. I know it's a lyric for a song, but I don't remember which or the group. I know it's a female singer though. That's all I remember.
According to their 1995 demo reel, Bitch Cat were your typical counterculture fuck the man types.
We weren't made by a corporation. We grew our sound and our following grassroots.
I don't know.
My editing self will put the infos on the screen right now. Thank you, editing self.
Grassroots sound is, but man, I like it. Reminds me of Letters to Cleo or Paramore. Plus, their lead singer is Tyby Diskin from Backyard Effects and Fallout Nuka Break. So I'm in. All the music in this segment was written by singer-songwriter Dressage, who wrote this film's score, as well as the banger Perfect Day from Better Call Saul. Josie and the Bitch Cat's rise to fame was cut short by a freak electrical fire that broke out during their performance. In the ensuing chaos, all 4 members of Bitch Cat were trampled to death by the fleeing crowd, giving new meaning to the group's catchphrase.
Play or die! Play or die!
I haven't heard that chant since Snake Plissken's basketball game. Rack plans to perform on the burnt-out stage at the Colony Underground, and Chris even gets Tiffany dolled up for the occasion. Everyone in the band is pumped, well, except for Anker, who's just kind of their punching bag. He's worried about spirits he learned about growing up.
There are these stories, okay? Hindu stories about boots.
Boots?
Yeah, dead people. Restless spirits with unfinished business.
He says that Buddha, not that one, can take control of humans who cross them, but his friends just deride his beliefs.
So that's why you went home and got a baggie of spices? They're like ghost-killing spices?
Yeah, salt. Haven't you seen Supernatural? They always keep that junk in baby's trunk. After descending into what's left of the music venue, though, Anker's fears are validated.
Is that a boot?
Sort of anyway. Shredding was written and directed by Maggie Levin, who made the musician-based My Valentine for Hulu's Into the Dark series. She also did second unit directing on The Black Phone, directed by her now husband Scott Derrickson. Oh, and whose son Dashiell plays RAC member Chris. It's a family affair. Levin was influenced by stuff she watched on MTV and VH1 growing up. The dialogue from Bitch Cat's promo was directly inspired by similar videos from the Spice Girls and Annie DeFranco. Other inspiration?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I see the similarities. Yeah.
Included Hole.
I used to watch MTV a lot back then when it was all about music, before the switch to reality TV, which never was my cup of tea. So. But before that time where it was about music, I would watch it like every day almost.
Bikini Kill, and L7, who we just saw in Serial Mom, spitting on a flaming man. The kids come across a memorial to Bitch Cat and immediately start fucking with it. Literally. Then they find the stage and start the show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I thought we normally did 4. Everything seems to be going well until they...
Yeah, don't know why they went so high for some reason.
Suddenly become the possessed. No, not that one. Seems that R, C, and K have demons running all through them. Whoa, whoa! No. It's just a prank at Anker's expense. Your friends fucking suck, dude. Rachel kind of feels bad about giving Anker so much shit.
I'm sorry.
But that moment of genuine humanity doesn't last long.
Why can't you learn how to take a fucking joke, Spice Boy?
Fuck you! But what this little drummer Spice Boy wants, what he really, really wants, is to parumpa-pum run out of there. While the rest fill some sex dolls. With Jello?
Just how hard is it to crush 4 chicks to death?
Oh, okay, I guess we're doing like Mythbusters now?
Die, bitch!
I don't know if I trust the science on this. The revival of Stomp is interrupted by a menacing mic check. Honestly, it's a badass re-entrance for Bitch Cat that ends with Caleb's K-limbs falling from the sky in a Carrie-esque blood dump. It seems their Jello side has awakened the members of Bitch Cat, who return as twitchy zombies straight off the Return of the Living Dead poster. They corner Chris in a hallway and give him the Captain Rhodes treatment, tearing away at his tummy tissue. I think. Anyway, honestly, it's pretty dark in here. Next up is Anker. Oh, no. Why are you still here, man? Thought you ran off. Hell, it doesn't matter, because Deirdre, the green-haired gem rival misfit, goes after him. But he says, "Get away from me, you bitch cat!" And Spice bays her in the face, forcing this bassist to play her own dead note. Unfortunately, he runs out of Spice. And this anchor is dropped onto the count. I mispronounced it for a joke. Deirdre was played by creature actor Verona Blue, who Levin had in mind when she wrote the script. Blue did her own makeup and provided era-authentic clothing from her own wardrobe. And her melting ghost head was achieved by outfitting a mask with tubes filled with baking soda and vinegar. B+ science fair project, but an A+ kill. Rachel is left as the last one on the rack, so she runs around some annoyingly dark footage until she's finally torn apart off screen, with each piece just kinda, tossed at a wall. Yep, there's another, and there you go, you got it. And then all the king's bitch...
Reminds me of one of the kills in, I don't remember which hatchet that was, but there was one kill in one of the hatchet sequel that kind of happens in a similar way, where the kill is off screen and the body parts like are flown back into the screen.
And all the king's cats tried to put this Humpty Punktine back together again.
A time jump takes us back to the stage, where the members of RAC have been Frankenstein back together. These rancid rag dolls were made using a full-body cast of the actors. They were put together by Patrick McGee, who previously created Ratma and the Beast for VHS 94. The tape ends as our meaty marionettes FNAF their way through one final song. We then cut back to the Saving Plastic Ryan section.
Ha! I knew there was a rap route. And check it out. Now we got motherfucking dinosaurs. Then we... Wait, go to the next segment.
Ha! Told ya!
Well, I'll do the next one.
Cool. I'll just be here.
This one is called Suicide Bid and follows college freshman Lily as she rushes the top sorority on her campus. It's a competitive process, but she thinks she has a better chance than her roommate Helen.
You mean you really think they'll say yes to people like us?
No.
Not us.
She decides to make a suicide bid, meaning she won't apply to any other sororities. It's high risk, high reward, and seems to pay off, since we cut to Lily letting loose with a group of sisters. Imogen, Lucy, Hannah, and their leader Annie. Ooh, Annie kinda got a Parvati vibe. There's also a camera girl named Lindsay, whom we never see or hear, but she's there, I swear.
Hey, Lindsay.
See, I'm not lying. The Black Widow Brigade gets Lily wasted and leads her into the campus mausoleum. Are these tall girls working for the tall man? They tell Lily an urban legend about a freshman named Guilty who rushed their sorority 20 years ago.
She was desperate and alone, just like you.
Wow, these are just the meanest of mean girls. As part of a hazing ritual, Guiltine was buried alive in a coffin, but her sisters forgot to dig her back up. Probably too much brunettes. When they finally came back a week later, the coffin was empty.
Some say she just crawled right through into the underworld. And if you listen closely, sometimes you can hear a knocking sound.
The sisters offered Lily a place in their sorority, but only if she pulls a guillotine and spends the night 6 feet under. Man, you think people in this franchise would know not to fuck with any chicks named Lily. She's given a camera to record her experience, as well as a special box of courage.
Only open it when you're your most scared and about to.
Especially if the previous case was forgotten or whatever. So, I don't know. After hearing that they forgot someone, I don't know if I will put myself into the same situation. I'll hesitate at least.
Cord. It'll give you strength.
With that, Lily descends into the dirt. At least the coffin has a little glass window you can see out of. That's not. Oh, no, never mind.
Is it a reference to what was that movie? It was a vampire movie. Oh my god. My memory is failing today. Never mind. Again, I'll put the infos on screen.
Inside Bid was written and directed by British filmmaker Johannes Roberts, whose work we've seen on the channel with The Strangers Prey at Night. His other films include 47 Meters Down and its sequel, and the latest Resident Evil movie, Welcome to Raccoon City. Lily seems like she's doing okay at first, and pumps herself up.
Can't say it's a really good resume. Yeah. 47 Meters Down was kind of cool. Sequel was, not as good, but had some good kills here and there. But then, generally, not really. Let's see, universally liked movies.
I shit talking her roommate.
No, thank you.
Helen's gonna watch this later and be like, why are you so obsessed with me? 15 minutes in though, Lily gets nervous when she hears scratches and thuds. It's the plastics, of course, playing into the guillotine legend. It causes Lily to open her box of courage, only to find it full of spiders that start crawling all over her. Big props to actress Ali Ionitis, who was lying in an actual coffin with actual spiders crawling on her actual face. They filmed this segment in a real cemetery in
I hope she's not arachnophobic.
Pasadena, with a grave dug by a SAG-registered funeral director. For some scenes, Ionitis was set down there with the camera and just kinda had to figure out what to do with it. Lily yanks on a rope tied to a bell and begs the sisters to let her out, but they're too busy dancing in the rainstorm that just broke out. Campus security rolls up nearby, and the girls don't want to risk getting expelled. They knock down the bell and scatter, saying they'll come back later to let Lily out. Lily has a moment of reflection and records another message for her roommate Helen.
If you ever see this, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. You're my best friend.
Helen's all like, we were assigned roommates and met last week. The rain starts filling in the rest of the hole, causing Lily's coffin to get creaky and leaky, sounding like the Titanic in this bitch. It's actually legit horrifying, and gets worse when an undead guillotine presses her face against the lid window. She eventually breaks through and gets all up in Lily's face like a deadite as the camera shorts out. The guillotine mask was also created by Patrick McGee, who used small pull cables to control its facial movements. The next morning, the sisters return to find
That was kind of cool. Damn. Okay.
in the waterlogged grave.
Are you fucking filming right now?
Ha! Classic Lindsay. You guys should probably delete that footage, though. Imogen swims down to rescue Lily, but finds that the coffin is empty. Unable to explain what happened, the girls agree to take the incident to their graves. That happens faster than expected, since 1 week later, they're all waking up in their own coffins with their own cameras. Except for Lindsay. She gets a pass, I guess. Annie is confronted by an undead Lily, who explains that she traded their souls to Guillotine in exchange for her own.
I made a deal with Guillotine that if she let me go, I'd give her as many sisters as she could possibly want.
Wow, never seen such an articulate zombie before. Oh, wait, the half-corpse in return.
Yeah.
It's downright poetic. The tape ends with the 4 girls trapped underground to die.
Well, it's kind of, I mean, yeah, it's special since it was the whole premise of the Return of the Living Dead is that the zombies were smart.
Future members of Team Guillotine. We briefly cut back to the stop-motion interlude, where the army guys fight a rat monster, maybe as a nod to Ratma. It's pretty cool, but that's all we've got for the interlude, so on to the next segment. Chelsea, Rebecca, come on down!
Oh my god! I told him not to temple guard me. Oh fuck.
The third segment is called Ozzy's
What was he trying to do?
Dungeon, and begins with an episode of a children's game show with the same name. It's an homage to obstacle course-driven Nickelodeon shows like Double Dare, Guts, and Nick Arcade, but it mainly reminds me of Legends of the Hidden Temple, from its outfits to its pacing of kids just like you.
Any hidden talents out there I should know about?
I personally always rooted for the Red Jaguars, by the way, and I still feel very strongly about this. In place of Kirk Fogg, we've got Stephen Ogg as the unnamed host, accompanied by some In Living Color style fly girls. Wow, Baby Billy took Bible bonkers in a new direction. Actually, he's giving me Willem Dafoe and Wild at Heart, but with his gums put back in the right place. The kid contestants have to compete with the clash of eggs and the face splat, all under the watchful eye of the host and his muscle mommy sidekick. If they win, they'll get to enter Ozzy's dungeon, where the unseen
Mommy?
and Ozzy will make their wildest dreams come true. The only catch is that literally no one has gotten to the end yet. Not surprising, since this show is wildly unsafe. During the first dungeon crawl, one contestant eats shit so bad she has to get taken out on a stretcher. Damn, sucks to suck.
You don't want to get dumped on, fool.
Good thing they've got highly trained EMTs. This entire thing is so spot on to me for 2 crucial reasons. One, it understands how fixated 90s Nickelodeon was with goop and slop and mess. And 2, it also understands how fucking terrifying Legends of the Hidden Temple
was the whole shtick, the
temple guard caught you were
the Nickelodeon slime was the whole shtick, so makes sense.
pulled into whatever was behind the temple. My imagination went crazy with this as a kid, and I have a feeling the same fear of the unseen side of the temple inspired this segment. Ozzy's Dungeon was directed and co-written by Flying Lotus, a musician and music producer who made his first foray into feature filmmaking with 2017's Kuso. I'm a long-time Flying Lotus fan, and I was lucky enough to see him live back in 2010 at the Ann Arbor Film Festival. There he scored the 1962 animated film Heaven and Earth Magic live. It's one of my all-time favorite film experiences, and it's been so cool as a fan to watch his artistic journey since. Flying Lotus, go on Dead Meat Podcast. The second challenge sees contestants catching saucy turkey legs in their mouths. This is like an early Survivor challenge that gets retired because someone fractured their orbital bone. By the end of it, there are only 2 kids left. Timmy from Los Angeles and
Donna, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
I like to think Flying Lotus chose Detroit because he cited one of its greatest exports, Jay Dilla, as a massive inspiration for his music. Oh, and the host stiffs Donna for a high five. Damn, man, at least let her show you where she's from. Anyway, the 2 of them are entering the final challenge, an obstacle course based on Ozzy's digestive system.
We're gonna crawl on our hands and knees through the large intestine and then out through the poop, shoot, escape route.
Ugh, but he poops from there. Well, not right now he doesn't. Donna gets an early lead, which upsets the host so much he starts shit-talking this other kid.
Timmy is not very good at all. One of these, there we go.
Gotta dig deep, Timmy. Too bad an obstacle oopsie causes Donna's leg to, oh, holy shit, just fucking, oh god, crack right in half. Yep, sure, let's show it again. If you look closely, you can actually pinpoint the exact moment her leg breaks in two. Turns out this is a tape being played in Donna's family's basement. They've kidnapped the host as revenge for Donna's debilitating injury.
You signed a waiver.
Oh shit, a waiver? Yeah, our bad, you can go. But really, you think that's gonna work on this snot-rocketing woman who's so mad her shirt's coming off? This is Donna's mom, Deborah, played by the late Sonia Eddy, who won a posthumous Daytime Emmy for her work on General Hospital. We've seen her on the kill count in Leprechaun Back to the Hood. She also apparently played the witch in Into the Woods on Broadway at one point, which, if anyone has footage of this, I'll get you a Dreamcast.
Didn't I tell you I'd get you a Dreamcast if you did what I told you to do?
Deborah is pissed because she hoped the game show would be their family's ticket out of this dump. Last episode I said the malicious attic was the stankiest location in all of VHS, but this one has it beat. Like, I don't see any cats, but this is the kind of basement that has an overflowing litter box shoved under a Bowflex. But maybe that smell is just Donna's literal stanky leg, all gangrene from her injury. At least she's a goth queen. The family subjects the host to homebrewed versions of his TV games. The first challenge is honestly only slightly more dangerous than the original. Then instead of turkey legs, he's forced to catch raw chicken cutlets, likely dripping in wishbone.
Just get it all up in this pie hole!
I'm adding a trigger warning here specifically for John Taffer.
How dare you pick up raw chicken!
For the final challenge, they've recreated Ozzy's obstacle course, only this one is a little more detailed.
What's all the brown stuff?
Man, don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. If the host can't beat the buzzer, he'll get a face full of this spicy Mountain Dew. Talk about Livewire. In the movie's nastiest scene, we watch this guy slip and slide his way through the putrid play place. Zoran and I argued over who got to do this segment, and wow, I think we both forgot about how much poop there is in it. Despite a valiant effort, the host loses by a couple of seconds, earning him a flesh-melting flu shot. Before they inject him, though, he offers them a deal. In exchange for his life, he'll take them to Ozzy so Donna can have her wish granted. Damn, he caved fast. This lady would have found Bin Laden the next day. They agree, and everyone bundles into the van for a family trip. Dads do be listening to Detroit's home for smooth jazz V98.7, I can confirm. While the show itself has since been canceled, the mythical Ozzy remains in the studio under heavy guard. Deborah recaps what they're all gonna wish for.
New car. 10. $15 million, okay?
$15 million. Ma'am, this is Nickelodeon. Best we can do is a trip to space camp. Flying Lotus took a lot of inspiration from his own family and created Deborah as a horror villain version of his own mom. The host sneaks them in backstage and leads them into the actual Ozzy's dungeon. Wait, Muscle Mommy, what do you do? Do you live back here? What is your life like? Lying on a slab at the heart of the dungeon is an overgrown Ozzy. Donna steps forward to make her wish, but it's not to make her family rich and famous. Amongst all the poop and stuff, this segment has real commentary about kids being exploited for entertainment and personal gain. Deborah's been giving hardcore showbiz parent vibes.
Don't nobody want to see that on the big screen.
And apparently Donna's sick of it, since whatever she says causes Ozzy to split open and reveal his true form. It looks like Delia Dietz's sculpture brought to life again. Ozzy fires a ray of light that melts the faces of the host, Deborah, and her father. The host went through all of this to avoid getting his face melted, only to get his face melted. The tape ends on a freeze frame of Donna looking...
But it's a cooler way to do it.
fully satisfied. We're proud of you, sweetie. Okay, this was fun and all, but I've got a game show to win.
You know those are all rigged, right?
Why don't you leave?
We ever so briefly return to the army men, who are all of a sudden smooching.
What the fuck are you doing, loser? Hey, is that my camera?
Don't trip over my move. Turns out these interludes were a backdoor entrance into our next segment called The Gawkers. The retro Red vs. Blue show is the creation of Brady, who's been using his older brother Dylan's camera. Dylan's friend group consists of Kurt, Mark, and friggin' Boner. Yeah, he calls himself Boner. Rocking those Scotty 2 Hottie sunglasses, too. Being bored, dumb suburban boys with a video
To the verb.
camera, they get into all sorts of idiot antics. I am embarrassed by how much I relate.
Okay, what do you want for lunch?
Hot pocket.
Ah, When they're not finding giant snakeskins in the woods, they're talking about Y2K.
I think the world ending is more likely than you getting laid, bro.
Since plenty of you were now born after Y2K, I'll explain. It was a legitimate concern that computers would malfunction in the new millennium, since they'd get confused by the year 2000 and think it was 1900. Ultimately, it ended up being fine, but that's only due to the tireless work of countless programmers who made software and hardware Y2K compliant. I salute them. The group loses their idiotic charm when they start trying to sneak upskirt videos of random girls. The pubescent criminality doesn't stop there either. They start creeping on Dylan's sunbathing neighbor Sandra, who just moved in across the street. Thing is, she seems to be making it easy for them. He mentions that she's out there washing the car in Daisy Dukes every damn day. Maybe it's a Greek thing. At least I think she's Greek, given all those statues in her yard. And she's always making saganaki. Opa! They're pulling a peeping Tom when they see Sandra get a delivery from a dorky dude who thinks he has a chance.
Not the dance!
It's a brand new computer, and she hires none other than Boy Pup Brady to help her set it up. Brady's the constant butt of his brother's jokes, but his new gig finally makes him one of the boys.
He's got more game than his big bro.
Yo, shut the fuck up!
Almost. The Gawkers was directed by Tyler McIntyre, who co-wrote the script with frequent collaborator Chris Lee Hill. The two also created the teen slasher Tragedy Girls and have story credits on Five Nights at Freddy's. Last year, McIntyre directed Mike Kennedy's script, It's a Wonderful Night. He had his lead actor Luke...
On the game or the movie? Because that would make kind of a difference.
Mullen do a lot of the filming himself with an era-appropriate camcorder. They went through a couple of cameras trying to get the right look, ultimately landing on the Sony Handycam Hi8. Dylan and his friends convinced Brady to install spyware on Sandra's webcam. He successfully pulls it off, earning him beer and approval. It shows how this kind of behavior can be reinforced and promoted.
He was a kid 5 minutes ago. This gentleman is a man.
Brady starts to feel guilty when things start getting real.
Just feel like a creep.
Dude, we're just having some fun.
I know, it's just... She trusted me, man. Just shut it off.
We will.
They will not. This segment was inspired by the suburban people-watching of American Beauty and sex comedies like American Pie, specifically the parts that haven't aged well, according to McIntyre and Hill. They wanted to explore the perils of unchecked...
That did give me that vibe, for sure.
...horny teen behavior, and mentioned Woodstock 99, despite the subject matter...
And it would fit with the time, too. I'm pretty sure, right? Or was it 2000? Maybe? I don't know.
They aimed for a less intense segment to be a palate cleanser in this otherwise grody film. The rest of the boys sit back and watch the show, but this peep show turns creep show when Sandra pulls off a wig and starts growing snakes out of her head. What the fuck? Turns out this girl's a full-on Gorgon, like Medusa, and that snakeskin they found earlier was shed by her. The Medusa makeup was another one done by Patrick McGee, who applied the snakeskin through giant prostate transfers. He admits the effect was probably too subtle for the VHS quality video. Looks like Sandra knows they're watching her, which is exactly what she's wanted this whole time. She leaps across the cul-de-sac and into Dylan's bedroom, where she promptly starts tearing Mark a new one. Maybe more than one. Kurt tries to intervene, but is knocked back by a backhand? She didn't get all of it. But we never see him again, so I guess I'll add him to the count. Damn, you know that's about to be on the next Botchamania. Dylan escapes and runs into Brady just as Boner is tackled and killed as well. The brothers flee as Boner's decapitated headstone is thrown after them. Brady tries to apologize, but Sandra doesn't accept it and turns him into a statue. She then turns her stony gaze to Dylan, dooming him to spend the rest of his life as a tripod.
I'm back, and I want a new car!
Oh, really?
Yeah!
Oh, cool. We hardly ever leave the house, though.
Do you want to test drive it or not?
Yeah, I'll take it for a second.
The camera view screens into the fifth and final segment, To Hell and Back. It begins on New Year's Eve, 1999. Videographers Nate and
I guess this would be literally.
Troy have been hired.
They can literally.
They're here to film a ritual being conducted by a coven of witches. These hex girls worship a demon named Ukuban and plan to give him a physical form inside this woman named Kirsten.
I volunteered to be the vessel because I've always felt like I was destined for something bigger than me.
The ceremony must be conducted near midnight, which just makes me think about time zones and how demons are seemingly affected by them. You Can't explain that. Nate and Troy think this is all bullshit, but hey, job's a job. Summoning begins with your usual hand-waving and chanting. Very good, very synchronized. Pretty soon, Troy gets jump-scared by a figure behind the TV. The witches identify him as Furcus, a demon they just seem kind of annoyed by, like he's someone's weird kid who keeps getting out of bed and sneaking downstairs. They work to banish him, but before he leaves, Furcus manages to grab a hold of Nate and Troy. The two find themselves in a red-tinted, rocky new world. Oh great, Troy, we're on the plateau of Gorgoroth. Between a prop comedy-sized bear trap and a bare-butted demon boy, they start to figure they're not in Kansas anymore. They're in hell. Troy panics and
Yeah,
tries to cut off his
that's
like he turned on
that's what I said earlier.
And when it comes back on, it reveals 3 bloody bodies. They're impaled on what I assume is this guy's toothpick. I love this big Chernobog guy. This version of hell is so chaotic, we don't know if he's a devil or the devil or something else entirely. While running around, the guys encounter their first friendly face here. A scrabbly, scabby woman who confirms their situation.
Thou art fresh. What great sin dost thou commit?
Oh no, it's like when you make eye contact with a Renaissance fair worker who's a little too into it. This Gollum-sounding beauty is Mabel, and in this house we are
Mabel?
big fans of Mabel.
Fresh souls taste best.
Actress Melanie Stone really goes for it here.
Mabel was very much that, where I was like, oh, I'm getting permission to be like a total freak right now.
Mabel's familiar with Ukuban, who she says lives nearby.
Stupid, fat Ukuban.
Nate reasons that since they rode a demon into hell, which is fucking awesome, they can just ride Ukuban back out when the witches summon him. Mabel agrees to lead them to him under one condition.
I return thee to Earth. Wilt thou write my name in the great book of the witches?
Yeah, sure.
My name is Mabel, the Skull Biter.
Homie Simpson, smiling politely.
They only have 8 minutes before midnight, though, and I don't think Hell has TSA pre-check, so they'd better get a move on. To Hell and Back was directed by Vanessa Winter, who co-wrote and co-produced it with her husband, Joseph Winter. We love a husband and wife horror team, folks. Joseph stars as Troy and brings a lot of levity to the role.
Hey, Mabel. Can you go to hell for an isolated shoplifting incident?
He also brings a lot of screaming. That's a sound you'll be very familiar with if you've seen Deadstream, which came out the same year as VHS 99. The duo created that Prime Rib nominated film using a lot of the same cast and crew as this segment. Melanie Stone appeared in it as Chrissy, while Nate's actor Archelaus Crisanto was its first AD. They filmed most of this hellscape in Fantasy Canyon, Utah. I love how different it feels from the other segments, thanks to them leaning into the rocky landscape. The location itself was pretty small, with only a few side.
I mean, the others are quite, let's say, set in the form of reality, I guess. And this one is literally in hell. So, yeah, that does make a different vibe for sure. Yeah.
So they relied on framing and blocking to make it seem vast and endless. The journey to Ukuban is fraught with dangers big and small, like this bloomin' onion of a bear trap.
I almost stepped right into that huge trap.
By the time Nate and Troy catch up to Mabel, she's
Ice cream.
pulling a quick snack off this spit-roasted campfire corpse. They run into more hell spawn, like this faceless Latin chanter and a half-woman, half-maggot voiced by Vanessa Winter. This creature, referred to as the Wormaid, was designed by Troy Larson, inspired by the half-animal, half-people demons in Hieronymus Bosch paintings. She was physically portrayed by stunt performer Ariel Winter. In order to portray the Wormaid, Winter had to have her arms uncomfortably taped to her sides.
Check it out.
Reverse worm.
This segment's got a...
What did I say earlier? The word. Didn't expect it to come back that way, but okay. That's cool.
Kudos to the performers wearing heavy makeup in the middle of the desert. The lucky ones got to shoot in front of a green on screen. Mabel fends off the mermaid with that roasted arm she pulled off, then announces they've arrived at Ukuban's back door. Never trust a weird little guy, though. They will bring you to a giant spider lair. They crawl their way past the webs, out of the orifice, and past some more tortured souls. Shout out to Cage on Head Lady. This feels like one of those old school circles of hell for moneylenders and flatterers. Troy arms himself with a very tiny trident before the group reaches Ukuban himself. They're attacked by the demon's robed followers who look like they'd be bad guys in TMNT. When Nate gets overwhelmed, he tells his friend to go on without him. Instead, Troy uses his giant salad fork to stab in the neck before nut-shotting another and
a low-budget Power Ranger or something.
Member nearly throttles Troy to death before Nate intervenes and stabs him to death off.
Not that Power Ranger was a really low budget, but you know what I mean.
With his trident, very spurty. While they tried to do all the blood effects practically, a few didn't work on set, so they were augmented with VFX in post by Radio Silence and VHS 94 alum Justin Martinez. Mabel tries to join the boys, but she gets skewered at the last minute by another demon. With her dying breath, she reminds them to write her name in the witch's book. With the new year upon them, Troy and Nate take a running leap and get into Ukuban's belly. Troy makes it back in one piece, but Nate's been reborn in a different way.
We made it! Wait, my Tana!
Enraged that their ritual's gone awry, the witches stab Nate to death while he's stuck in Kirsten's body. I think that this is technically 2 kills. Troy tries to crawl away, but he's sliced up by a scythe. As the coven argues with each other, the dying Troy uses his blood to write Mabel's name in their book of power. Imagine escaping from literal hell just to get murdered in a Girl Scout leader's basement. Could not be me. The feed briefly flashes back to a petrified Dylan and Brady. The movie ends as Dylan's camera battery dies. Over the end credits, the cultists can be heard chanting a new name.
Mabel. 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 Mabel.
Implying our favorite character might be reborn.
How many people were Y2 not okay after our latest visceral VHS viewing? Let's find out and get to the numbers.
I found another murder.
No, all right? Ever since I became a parent, I don't want to watch my loved ones get killed on tapes anymore. I must be weird or something. This is sick, and we're done.
Okay, well, that's probably for the best, because this one has your name on it. So.
Okay, well, fuck what I said. We are definitely watching this.
Hey, I got my old camcorder to work. How are my boys doing today?
Oh, I mean, I'm fine, but I'm pretty sure our baby's drunk.
So our baby's not drunk.
If you're not drunk now, you better be soon, because the Wonka kill count's gonna bring down the whole channel, and I need a new job.
That's a sick basement. I love the decoration.
That bad?
Oh yeah, it's worse than Critters 4.
I didn't think views could go lower than that.
Thanks for that, honey. Alright. Have you seen these labels that they put on things now?
Which ones?
The one that shows a little silhouette of a baby here getting a suffocation risk. I mean, come on, seriously. It'd be pretty dumb to file your baby in a Tupperware container. Right, Phoenix? What the?
Baby's in the bed! Baby's in the bed! Get him out of there!
Oh, right. Okay. Oh shit, is this thing possessed?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
I bought it open box and the condition said good, fair, or possessed.
Well, why would you pick possessed?
It saved us 42 cents. Save our baby!
Oh, right, okay. Oh.
James agent needs to hold up.
The trouble of being a cheapskate.
Apology conference following Wonka kill count controversy. Zoran, did you see this?
No, I didn't see this. I don't care what's happening with James. Take our baby.
Oh no.
What?
The dino's still inside.
I am not going back into that thing for a dino.
Baby will not sleep again.
God, you're right. Okay. Stay back. Stay back. It's okay. It's okay. Daddy's got this. Just gonna open it up and... I got this.
No, you don't.
Got it. We got you. No, stop. Stop. Get him out of here, okay? Oh God, you're right. I got this.
Okay, here we go. happening? Zoran? Zoran? Honey? Oh no.
Nice.
Phoenix, looks like neither of us are gonna be sleeping tonight. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be so cavalier about your dad dying. I wonder if I can salvage the flannel.
Oh, well, that was fun.
So are we not going to acknowledge that we just watched me die? Guys, how am I still alive?
Good question.
How am I still alive?
We counted 33 kills in VHS 99, with 18 male victims, 14 female victims, and that one campfire corpse cooked beyond recognition. That gives us this nearly even Y2 pie chart. Sorry if you prefer a Y2 cake. VHS 99 is towards the bottom of the franchise in terms of quantity of kills, but it makes up for it in quality. Here's how the kills broke down per segment. Much more even distribution this time around. With a runtime of 109 minutes, VHS 99 had a kill on average every 3.3 minutes. And with 5 segments, the movie had an average of 6.6 kills per segment. We'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill to the host and Deborah's family. This whole segment was a wild ride, and Ozzy's weird fucking laser face was an extra ounce of what the fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
Plus, y'all know we love to see face melts in a VHS movie. Dome Machete for lamest kill will go to Kurt, since he just kinda disappeared. Maybe he snuck away to play Tomb Raider. And that's it.
VHS 99 was released in 2022 and broke Shudder's viewership record previously set by 94.
They quickly cranked out another sequel, VHS 85, as a bookend to this mini-trilogy.
We'll look at that next week after
Oh, interesting. Okay.
another Sunday refresher. But until then, I'm James A. Janice.
I'm Chelsea Rebecca.
And I'm a man who was punched in the nuts for turning the power off at his friend's Y2K party.
And this has been the Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
That's random, but okay.
Another kill count.
Nice.
And this one's a doozy. Steamboat Willie entered the public domain this year, which means cash grabs are coming
Yeah.
to ruin your child.
Sadly.
Hey, it's not a bad tactic.
But this ain't the modern Mickey Mouse.
This fucking guy.
It's 1920s Mickey, which means they can't have Pluto, a colorful outfit, or his trademark voice and giggle. Wait, no, hold on!
The Mousetrap follows in the footsteps of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and the Mean One, except it's a lot worse.
Did you see him?
Yeah, this looks worse. At least the Honey and Blood and Honey, whatever sequel was a bit of a upgrade, especially on the costume part. But yeah, I see that. Yeah. They couldn't have a better mask for the Mickey slasher, whatever.
No, and we don't want to.
Watch a guy dressed like Mickey Mouse for some reason kill some people in an arcade for some reason.
I'm way too high for this. I'm way too high for this.
Yeah? Well, I'm not high enough to enjoy this thing. It's got bad kills, bad acting, and a batshit amount of padding.
We know what that is.
It's just pretty
Okay.
goddamn bad. Oh, you bet your fucking ass. So I guess watch it. Or don't. I don't really care.
Some friend you are.
But make sure you do watch the Kill Count this Sunday, only on Dead Meat.
He better be worth it. He totally won't be.
The Mousetrap can currently be watched on the pictured streaming platforms. Dead Meat always recommends you watch the movie for yourself before its kill count. It's the only way to have your own properly informed opinion. Kill counts are never meant to replace the experience of watching a
Not gonna.
Thanks a lot for watching this Kill Count for VHS 99, which is the 5th one. We're 5 in.
They're all blending.
They're all blending together.
I died in this episode.
Yep, so I guess we gotta talk about Zoran. Zoran started as an editor for us in 2018.
Yeah, with Ice Cream Man. Very first one I ever did for you.
And then...
Did I do They Talk first, or did I do hosting first?
I forget.
I don't remember. I did so many Tremors movies.
Thank you for covering during that first break that was that I took that was maybe too long away from the Kill Count.
No, it was not.
And then also,
I mean-
obviously for last year, really helping out. And your episodes are great, very funny. The Critters ones, underrated. They're very funny. Zoran has also been the person behind all these.
They really are. They really are.
Yeah, I mean, you wrote them all. You're heading the production, the editing. Like, they are because of Zoran, and they're so fucking good, dude.
Yes, I will say I had assistance writing from writer Tim as well.
Yes.
Did a great job on casting things.
Yes.
Oh, this
It's
horror
so
family.
fucking hot.
It is.
Oh,
Hey, be good people.
Thanks, everyone.
Be good people.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Really. That seemed a little more over the top than 94. Well, I say that, but there was that cyborg thing in the 94, but yeah. It was one segment and the rest was rather I wouldn't say normal, but a little less crazy in some ways. But this one seemed like every segment was crazy and over the top, which is kind of cool. And yeah. I didn't know they were considered trilogy, though. The 94, 99, and 85. I wonder how they will fit together. I mean, they weren't really... There's no really real connection between them, but there's always some kind of weird reference in some places. But yeah. Yeah, well, very cool video as usual. Really fun, and yeah, did agree with the prizes, the awards, whatever you want to say. Yeah, a kill that's always like not really clear. It's always like underwhelming. So good thing that it was put in the bronze chainsaw and the gold for the cool kill in with the monster and the effects and everything. Yeah. Might have been some in the first segment that were kind of neat, but yeah. In comparison to the face melting one, probably not as cool overall. So that makes sense. Okay, anyway. So that will be it for this reaction. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. Leave a like and a comment. Don't forget to support and subscribe to Dead Meat. The links will be in the description for the video and the channel. Also, you can reach the channel with the title, as I always put them. So that's one thing. And subscribe to my channel for more content, to see more content. As usual, reaction stuff will be on the Fridays, and VTuber reactions on the Sundays, and the rest of the time is animations and stuff, depending on the time I can put on some projects. And yeah, that's basically it. So have a good day or night, whatever it is for you when you watch this. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.